Hi students, welcome back to another Do It With Me video. Today I'm looking at question 17 of P6 2021 SA2 Henry Park. I would say that this is a question that many students struggle with, okay, which explains why I'm recording this video to really help you all understand, okay, how are you supposed to do this question? What are the processes? What are the thought processes behind a question like this? So without any further ado, let's quickly dive right into it. Okay, as you can see over here, I'm just going to skip sentence number 1 and move right into sentence number 2. And in sentence number 2, it tells us that for every 9 centimeters, you will see 2 stars. And for smiley faces, for every 12 centimeters, you will see 5 smiley faces. And what happens is this, is that in sentence number 4, the stars and smiley faces were placed at an equal distance apart. Okay, at an equal distance apart. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to highlight the word equal distance. Okay, now then after that I go on to read A. All right, A says that a total of 552 stars and smiley faces were used to decorate the cardboard. What they are trying to say is that you will find 552 stars and smiley faces on the cardboard. Okay, so what they want you to find is to find the number of smiley faces. Now, whenever you come across a question like that, you see, there's no way I will be able to count one by one by one. So what I want to do, or in fact, what I always encourage my students to do, is to find them in sets. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, right, is to find, okay, the lowest common multiple of 9 cm and 12 cm. Okay, to find the lowest common multiple of 9 cm and 12 cm. Okay, why is that? So because over here it says equal distance, isn't it? All right, so what I want to do is I want to find, so for every 9 cm, right, I will be able to see 2 stars. Agree? Okay, and for every 12 centimeters, right, I will be able to see 5 smiley faces. Now, once I'm done with this, what I want to do is I want to find the common multiple of 9 and 12, okay? So we know that the common multiple of 9 and 12 is actually 36. So in order for me to get from 9 to 36, what I need to do is I need to times 4. So when I do something to the left, I must do something to the right. So therefore, over here, it's actually 8 stars. Now, and then after that, I have to times 3 over here. I will get 36 centimeters. And over here, I will also do 5 times 3, which is equals to 15 smiley faces. Okay, SF stands for smiley faces. Now, what you want to do is you want to group them up. Okay, so when you count them in groups or in sets, it will be easier for you to get, okay, to 552. Okay, so I know, okay, that there will be 8 stars and 15 smiley faces in one set. So I'm just going to write down that one set is actually 8 plus 15, which is equals to 23. Okay, stars and smiley faces. Okay, now I know that in total I have 552. Okay, so therefore what I want to find is the number of sets. All right, I have 552 stars and smiley faces. Now, in order for me to find the number of sets, I can just do 552 divided by 23, and I will get a very nice number, 24 sets. So what they're trying to say, or in fact, what I have found, the 24 sets, what does it mean? The 24 sets means that I have 24 groups of smiley faces and stars. Smiley faces and stars. I have 24 groups of that, okay? Now, and what they're trying to ask us to do is to find the number of smiley faces, right? So if I know, okay, they don't care about star, they want us to find the smiley faces. So if I know that one set, I will have 15 smiley faces. So if they want us to find the total number of smiley faces, I will have to do 24 times 15. And if you were to press your calculator, you will get 360 smiley faces. Okay, so that is the answer for A. All right, and that's how you do a question like that. Okay, then I'm going to move on to B. Okay, now again, once again, they are talking about smiley faces, but right now, what is the twist over here? They are adding a ribbon. Okay, so they are adding a ribbon. So for every one smiley face, all right, you will add a ribbon that is 6 centimeters long. Okay, you will add a ribbon that is 6 centimeters long. And they're telling us that the ribbons were sewed in rows of 80 centimeters each. So what they're trying to say is that one row, okay, you will have 80 cm. So you have to definitely find, you know, the number of ribbons, correct, in that one row. So in order for us to do that, we will just do 80 divided by 6, right? Because if one row it's 80 cm and each of it is 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, I can see how many ribbons can I have, or how many ribbons can I find in that one row, right? So we do 80 divided by 6, and what do I get? I will get around 13 point something, right? So instead of just, instead of living in decimal point, I'm just going to round it up. or down to 13 ribbons. Okay, so in that one row, you will see 13 ribbons. And when I say I have 13 ribbons, right, it means that these 13 ribbons will help me to fit to 13 smiley faces. Make sense? Okay, so we continue to read the question. Okay, so they are asking us how many rows of ribbons does Mary need to buy? Okay, so if let's say, in fact, in this question, in part A, right, I found that I have 360 smiley faces, right? Which means to say I will need 360 ribbons, right? Because if one ribbon goes with one smiley face, I will need 360 ribbons for 360 smiley faces. Okay, but now the question is how to find the number of rows, isn't it? So if what I have is one row, okay, I have 13 ribbons. Okay, that means to say the number of rows that I will need for 360 ribbons would be presented in this manner, right? In order for us to find that question mark, I will have to just do 360 divided by 13, right? And that will give me 27.692. And if I will definitely have to round up, isn't it? Right? Because if I have 27.692, I will not have enough, right? So over here, they say how many rows? Okay, so I will have to buy 28 rows. And therefore, the answer for this part B is 28 rows. Okay, so with that, I've come to the end of the question. I hope this is of great value to you. Okay, remember once again to practice and to always break down the sentences, annotate accordingly, okay? Because you really never know when or how will you be able to score a few method marks along your processes. All right, so yeah, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.